So picking up what happened last week. You had all run around to get answers and get info. And in the end you found, when you went to visit Arkin the Terrible, Arkin the Cruel, Arkin the has too much free time on his hands. You made your way further north towards the cold mountains at the top of Avernus. Upon making it there, you found the Bramblewood, surrounded with a thick wall of obsidian. A quick flight over top and you found yourselves landed inside a small clearing, maybe 300 feet or so from the large pillars of obsidian that loom in the distance. Once here, you found some peace and solace, landing your ship, taking a moment to kick up your heels, looking around and finding a small house, and inside of it, what appeared to be an obsidian doll, but was actually a corpse with a hat, which now belongs to Bellamy, it appears. A hat of disguise. This is where the party left off last week. I'll go ahead and unpause the game here. I'm looking at one of my folders and I'm like, why the hell do I have a folder called Archie? It's archive. I just didn't put the V in. I just had to say that because I quickly fixed it on the video and it's... Yep, that was my response. I'm hearing everybody laughing. It's like, that's exactly what I was thinking in my head. Archie.
I mean, I've been there myself, like...
So if you hear me say from now on, alright, I'm giving that one to Archie. You know where it's going. Right in the archives.
Totally going to steal that mistake for a talking book NPC.
Oh my word. It's just too perfect. I love it. Like, that could be a bad handwriting joke, anything. Someone searching around the office for hours. I'm trying to find Archie. Who the hell is Archie? One bad email later. So, what is the party's plan now? And I did mention it was starting to softly snow in the area you're at. Fortunately, the ground is just warm enough beneath your feet that you don't think the snow will stick. But you're pretty much at the line where the next few steps would have you going through snow. Nothing too heavy, mind you. But that's just the explanation for if the map changes to snow-covered instead of grass-covered, you know. Good times.
So I want to remind Jade, let's be honest, Jade, that this one right over here did have magic in it.
Oh, you didn't need to remind me.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to be helpful, okay?
Every hair on Jade is currently bristling with curiosity.
I love that we pulled the phrase correct, too, because it's killed him like twice now.
Alex sees that stare and just his hand drops to revivify Crystal.
So we see the pillars in the distance, right?
Oh yeah, they're huge, very hard to miss. Like you say, they're only about 300 feet away. They're so big, it's...
And to remember, we actually have to head towards one of them. Like, or that's where we figured the thing was.
Yes.
Yeah. Joy, oh joy.
I mean, normally obsidian pillars wouldn't be that much to worry about, but the obsidian dolls change that.
Just a little bit.
Obsidian's a pretty good rock. It's pretty cool. Sharp.
Sharp. Oh, as I'm sure we've become fully aware of, yeah.
Yes, there's one time I lost quite a lot of blood. Does Jade need any help with the magical tomb, or?
What type of magic does he see within it?
You're wondering on like the specific sort of school and stuff? Alright, 1 second here.
Yes, that's what detect magic allows me to do.
Oh yeah. Give me 1 second here.
DMs never like that question because they have to go figure it out every time.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute,
no, he's
shit.
just to be more specific, Jade's just forcing me to roll on my magical item table a little early. So I have to generate a weapon for it.
Yeah.
I find about the detect magic spell is that there's a lot of times like latent magic that you detect, whatever source or you're using, it just never has a school attached to it. So you're like, enchantment, I guess. I find it quite a weird thing in some of the prepared adventures. I know that isn't prepared, but
Well, unfortunately, due to my roles and etc., the magical item in question does not presently have a school of magic. You can simply detect magic in there. And I do have to say I had to look to make sure it doesn't have a school of magic, because specifically it says you learn at school of magic if it has any. But you can detect magic, it just doesn't have a school. Which, of course, means it's probably an item.
Hey, it's not necromancy, so I'm gonna open it.
Oh god.
Alright, give me an athletics check as you try to pry the lid open on the sarcophagus.
left with the knees. Knees!
And with a groan and a struggle, Jade twists and turns, and you tear off the old sarcophagus with a puff of smoke as dust settles around. Flux, you notice, has come up to check out. Whoa, what are you doing here? What's going on? And Flux, you might be more interested to find what's sitting inside the sarcophagus versus Jade, because poor Jade uncovered a rather magnificent-looking greatsword.
That's pretty great.
Ah.
I can't see anyone else's icon. Did I take the wrong way? Is that? Do I have to?
Oh, you're
You're-
blocked.
they're
I bet
right.
you're blocked behind the mountain, aren't you?
Yeah, you're
Let
on
me
the
just
bottom
move
of the
Flux.
path,
As you see, I'm walking.
Oh, okay. Yes,
It's
you would have
one-way
been there.
hills.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It representing that they're at the edge of a hill here with this whole line that you were walking beside. So of course you can't see above that, but the players can see over that. The same effect happens here.
I think I accidentally moved our airship there because I lost control for a second.
It's
Sorry.
all good. Everyone should have full control over the airship to move it around as you see fit. I marked you all as owners on it. Makes life easier. But yeah, that's just effects of the map. So you have found a great sword. It's a rather interesting in design. I was just getting into that one there. You notice it almost has a feline type head at the very edge of the hilt, and the blade itself a somewhat of a gap between it, as if it was two edges seared together into one. A mystical sort of blue hue encompasses this blade. You can see etchings following the entirety of it. And I'll throw up a picture. Oops. That's not a picture, that's a text file. Let's try that again.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
fancy.
And what time is it now? 3:08 p.m. That's fine. 3:09 p.m. Jade looking at the greatsword like, great. It's like, someday I will roll really good on the magical item tables and get something, and he just hears on it, said, whoa, 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 I'm top liver. I think someone did someone just get a ding, or was that my system?
That sounded like
No.
someone got a ping.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, good. Well, it just came through so perfectly clear, Jillian. I was like, hang on.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries. No worries at all. It was just the clarity of it. Good job on your mic on that one. Because I thought for sure, it's like, is there something, did my phone just go
Yeah.
off? What the frig was that?
I'm like,
It's your system telling you to re-roll that. so that you
Coincidentally-
can get something.
The same time that ding happened, I got a text message. So my
oh.
my watch vibrated on my wrist. So I'm like, what? It doesn't make a ding.
That's
Why
something.
is it dinging?
I gotta say, I hate mornings and I hate waking up, but having a smartwatch vibrate in the morning to wake you up, that one feature is worth it.
I don't use that feature.
I love that feature. It's just such a nice way to wake up. And I can understand, as always with everything, if you don't like it, teach their own.
Yeah.
But as versus my clock going to wake me up, it's like, okay. Because I am not a morning person.
I just can't imagine wearing my watch to bed. I'd
Oh,
probably break it somehow.
I had to
Because
get
I
used to it.
twist and turn a lot.
It's one of them Fitbits, so it's tracking me as I sleep, which is nice, so I can actually see if I have irregularities, but... Oh, I'm off topic again. So, what y'all doing now that Jade's got a pretty blue greatsword that's... a pretty blue greatsword, right?
That's tough, buddy.
Sorry, Jade.
I mean, I guess we should head to the pillars / tree.
Yeah. Seems like the way forward.
And as Alec is looking off towards the pillars with a little squint on his eye, like, maybe we should go that way then. Go ahead and roll for me a perception check. And
You
Jade,
got it.
have you already put that blade away in storage?
I'm debating on that, whether I want to ritual cast Identify or put it away and keep going.
With a 26 for Alec, you do believe you can see, at the base of those two obsidian pillars, which I'll show the players again, what appears to be the figure of a person.
We don't think that Kovic's managed to get in already. He was having some trouble.
Are chain devils are bigger than what you would describe as a person, right?
I believe they're
Are they-
medium sized, but they are hulking monstrosities a little bit. Just one second here.
But also from this distance, it might be hard to tell, anyways.
They appear to
Yeah.
be a medium humanoid
Okay, so
for the
that's
size of them. Anything beyond that would have required an even more epic. Yeah, Chain Devil is a medium creature. I'll pull up a quick image of a Chain Devil as a reference. Princeps Kovics has a little bit more chain than this guy. They made him look pretty rockin'.
oh, I think look, you can still be above 8 feet and be considered medium, so you can still be a
Yeah.
pretty.
And
Well-
squinting
Big
from
dude.
where you are, it does appear that there are appendages beyond arms and legs. Like, you see more, but a 26 at your distance isn't good enough to tell anybody.
Yeah.
You're at that arbitrary distance where the DM's saying you have to squint.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know if could be Princeps Kovics, but he seemed like the sort who would want his entourage with him.
He also Like, I think we saw his entourage outside the wall, right? Trying to... We saw at least some... We saw some people trying to bust in. No, wait, that was, I think actually that was... What's his name? Was
Well, we
that
saw-
Archon? Yeah, Archon
we
people? Yeah.
saw 2 sets of people.
Okay.
We saw the vehicles trying to get through.
It could be an obsidian doll.
That's the worry, but I mean, if there's going to be obsidian dolls anywhere, it's going to be in front of the obsidian pillars.
Yeah, figures. Well, we should... Is there anything else we want to investigate here, or should we start going? Because I feel like time is probably of the essence.
Unless our clerical-minded friends want to try putting these spirits to rest, which I don't know if we can do from here, but I'm in
and,
favour of head.
Jade, go ahead and just roll me a D100, would you? Okay. Jade, you just happen to be lucky enough that while you're using your detect magic spell and peering around, right? Because you were looking at that, look at this, the sarcophagus, I'm not getting trapped by that stuff, and you hear the other guys talking. You look towards Alec and Isaac. And as you do, your eyes drift past the obsidian pillars themselves. And they radiate magic of conjuration, evocation, and transmutation.
There's only a 30-foot range on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I said it now, so when you do eventually get there and look, try to remember.
That's just how powerful the magic enchantment is on them. It's coming off it in waves, just
Yes.
about 30 feet out from you.
Guess who skimmed quickly on Detect Magic, saw it said 300 foot, not 30, and said, oh, poop, I have to do something nice for Jade. Jade, roll me a D100. Okay, so when you make it to them, keep in mind they radiate blah, 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 if you make it there in time. So, yeah, slight flub. My bad. Here I am giving descriptive flair, like, here's some cool shit, guys. And they're like, actually, that's meta knowledge. 10 points. I give inspiration, but you've all got it.
Do we want to sneak there, or just move at a normal pace? Because I'm just asking because I can pass without a trace.
Well, if you can help us sneak, it might be prudent to try and keep quiet. We never know when we're going to run into one of those obsidian dolls, and if we run into one, I figure we're probably going to run into several. They seem a bit swarmy.
Cool. When everyone's in a appropriate range, we'll tap his magic stick and do pass without a trace.
Wow. I rolled a 3, so with the pass without a trace, I get a 16.
See here, what do I have?
Poor rolls are poor.
Still. Here it is.
Well, Rhea aced it. She got 32 on stealth.
Isn't
It's
it
like a
just
+1.
isn't it just a +10 to?
Oh, sorry, 26. Sorry, I added 16 and 16. I added our stealth checks together because they both got the same. I didn't put the +10 on Rhea. Oh my word. I have to start reading before I talk today, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Going a little
Just a
autopilot
Still
there.
early.
So basically
Oh,
Rhea's
shit.
gone and everyone else is like I don't know how. Damocos.
Yeah, it's I did a slash roll just to get the bonus in.
Oh,
it's
and we
using
still
my
have your,
player name. Yeah.
Why does the old one? I thought I edited you to the new one already. Ah, well, I'll do that for next game because I had switched that from Damocos to Isaac.
I think you fixed me on Discord, but you might
Oh,
have
no,
not
I
have
want-
gotten.
When I deleted your character, I had to reconfigure your permissions, and then I reprogrammed your login to say, them. Oh, that's the character that you select. I named you Isaac.
Yeah.
Damocos was the old one you picked, so it has. I'll probably just delete your account and let you rebuild it because it doesn't make a difference.
No. So, Isaac, what you need to do down in the bottom, do you see where it says players?
Yeah, I see the player panel. Yeah.
Right click on your name.
Oh, configuration. Oh, yeah. I
Player
see.
configuration.
Yeah.
Release character, and then you can select Isaac.
Perfect.
No need to little eat. We just need to release.
Did that actually...
I forgot. Oh. I was just gonna say, I forgot to click my D&D Beyond icon. I did click it earlier in the morning, and then I forgot that I reloaded it, so I forgot to click it the second time. But I rolled a 7 on D&D Beyond, but I used a superiority die. That's the 6 to make it 13, and plus 10 is 23.
Okay, Jay, just roll that up. So, I mean, I'm gonna do Bellamy as well here, because. Oh my God!
Although,
That's fine. She got 21. We got a 26 or a 16, a 25, a 22, a 26, and then a 16. So you mean to tell me so far, barring Jade acing it, Rhea, who has a plus whopping 1 to stealth, because of the way the dice decided to go, is the most stealthy so far. I mean, Jade beats her automatically because of his minimums, but... So Jade,
And
roll it up.
So we're going stealthy, so advantage.
Yeah.
40. Jesus.
42.
Yeah.
I told you, I got the answers.
So Jade basically disappears into the trees, and you see Rhea's beside him. And she's got, like, war paint on her face. And Jade, you're actually surprised. She's never the stealthy one, and she's disappeared. The rest of the party almost look bumbling compared to the two of you. Though not really, you all did fairly close in rolls, but Rhea never wins, so you know. And she's just, like, looking towards Jade with a nod.
Where are we going, boss?
Point. Rhea is gonna pause as she's gonna look towards the rest of the party and give a nod as you trigger an FMV sequence, clearly. She puts her hand on the sword on her hip. She looks towards the statue holding the swords and back towards the party, and a bit of a keen glance in her eyes.
You all remember what Bell told us, right? We'd get here to the woods to get him a sprig of spruce, and we'd find the swords. So I really don't like this. I really don't like when we're obviously being trapped.
She sort of looks side on at Nimbar again.
I've been considered.
Oh, she was just...
Yeah.
Oh, my
Keyboard.
bad.
She gives her a rub of her eyes, shakes her head a bit,
I'm not sharing my wine anymore.
as Rhea makes reference to the trebuchets that he reconstructed and repaired for them.
He did tell me back then who he actually was. At first I didn't believe him. But, you know, he knew the salutes and the info, so I had no choice but to believe him. Crazy guy.
It looks almost pristine, like marble.
But we can't make out the face.
Mostly smooth. Most of the statue is smooth, in fact, for the detail. The feathers, for example, they look like feathers, but when you get in close, they look like solid blade work. Like, there's no edge to where you'd see the individual strands within a feather. Same is to be said for the armor. It looks like a beautiful suit of armor, but when you lean in close, the places where plate are supposed to be, where it links together in chains, not there. It's very rudimentary in how it's designed. It's hard to tell any feature from it.
How do you get your elemental to do it?
Can the fire elemental actually, like, grasp and carry things?
I wouldn't see why not.
Okay. I mean, if we want to attempt that, I'm not... now, I do worry that perhaps the swords might judge whatever... also, I hope the swords are fireproof, obviously, but...
It's a physical being made entirely of fire.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, right? Like, if it...
You see the snow underneath its tornado-like torso burned away. You've never seen snow burn, but a creature from the plane of fire, well... I have to look up the
it's
stats
cooler
and
to
stuff.
say.
It could do stuff, but you're going to be directly burning whatever it touches.
Yeah. I worry for the condition of the swords if the fire elemental's what grabs it, and also I worry that if if something here in this whole setup would judge whoever takes the swords with something this elaborate, I assume it's not just free pickings. I doubt my fire elemental is particularly what.
Also
they have in mind.
we're 20 minutes past.
Well-
I need con saves from everybody again for the cold effect. Also, any of those spells you had on you have now come to an end. It's an hour since they've been cast in game, 5:40. But you would have them in effect for the con save 20 minutes prior.
Yeah.
I just kind of forgot about
So, yeah, we get advantage because of the fire elemental, right?
anybody within range of it. Yep.
Yeah.
What's range?
Like within 15 feet of the fire elemental. You know, like an actual fire. So, the whole group was 5 feet further forward for Nimbar. I would assume you take a 5-foot step back for the warmth. So, essentially, everybody can get that. I'll roll it if I need it, but savings throw here for her on advantage. Oh yeah, she passes too.
Anybody who had that fortune favor on them can, if they need to, then use it for this as well. And it's a separate mechanic than advantage, so you can.
Yep. On the flip of that, everyone's passed because it's a DC of 10 for extreme cold weather damage. So with that, you are all good to go. Now, where it's 5:43 in game, those spells that only had a time of an hour have now worn off. How long does your summon elemental last?
An hour. So this would be. It would basically, after we made the con, it would then be like flickering out and going away.
Now, does it just go away, or do we lose control?
No,
I literally double-checked. It just goes away when the spell ends. I wanted to make
Thank
sure
you.
because I didn't want to be like, delete, okay, it's gone, and then look at the spell and be like, God!
Yeah.
I learned my lesson
it
earlier
only-
today with 300 feet versus 30.
You only lose control of it if it if you if you break the spell early, like you lose concentration on it.
Yep.
Yeah, I just last time we had an elemental, it
Oh, yeah.
attacked us.
Last time you summoned
we're
a fire
not gonna-
elemental went really bad for you.
We're not going to bring that up, right, Alec?
I'll drown you in snow gnome.
Hello,
To be fair,
darkness,
Nimbar
old
definitely
friend.
couldn't, because Nimbar wasn't there for that.
No, last time we had a fire elemental, we made a really big explosion.
Rhea gives a nod.
Is that how you all did that? I was curious. I saw that from where I was. It was awesome.
Allies don't count as difficult terrain for me because they're non-magical, right?
If moving
I
through an
believe
ally
we
space is
determined that.
defined as difficult terrain, then no, it does not. I can't remember, and I'd have to look up the rulings. But I think it doesn't affect you, no. Besides, since you
Yeah,
have the
I
space
believe
here
we,
anyway, you could move diagonally like so for an equal volume of movement anyway. So it doesn't matter, but I think you're right, Dan. I think you are right. We did determine this before, and I think it's a yes.
See,
Yeah,
that's one
because
thing.
I think we were going over that because I also have the Ring of Reaction, which allows me to do the same thing.
Alright, cool.
Y'all know what that means.
Um,
Jade's planning something.
I'm going to see if cold damage works, because a lot of my spells are cold based. So I'll try and give the thing frostbite. The biggest thing though, if it fails the save, then it gets disadvantage in its next weapon attack.
Oh, gotta switch my rules back to private. Unfortunately, it passes the Constitution savings throw, taking no effect from the spell.
Sounds about right.
Cantrip, a really nice one though by its levels. I like that.
Once again, I need to learn my lesson. Never trust a save cantrip. Never.
I will be a little honest. I kind of annihilated the dice roll on that one, so you did make me use a good dice roll. I mean, I have a good of odds rolling any dice as any other, but law of averages state I'll roll them all eventually. And you used up the good ones. That's how I look at it.
I have a check a checker tester with save cantrips. It's the whole thing. Bonus action, Shillelagh. And that will be my turn.
Alright. Flux is stunned. She's under the surprise condition,
What's
unfortunately.
going on, you guys?
Rhea gives your shoulder a shove as you see her bolt taking off. Bad guys! Shoot, she can't make it. Rhea gives your shoulder a shove as we're debating what she's going to do. She says, bad guys!
25, 30.
He's also a 10-foot rise, keep in mind.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
I heard you counting, and I was like, and 10 feet for the height. And Ray is like, damn my human legs. Movement speed of 30. She can fly 30, though. Oh. She has the boots of flight. Hang on.
That shit.
Ray is going to...
Pythagoras time.
It would push her too far. 30 feet won't reach it. We know this, because if it's 30 feet plus the Pythagoras, it's going to add a couple feet the distance. She'll be swinging her sword like, I wish I had 10-foot range, damn it! So, with that in mind, where should Rhea go? She can join up with Jade, she can go to where Nimbar is, or she can go over to where this group of is as well, or she can stay here with Flux. Where do you want to hedge your bets? Because what Rhea is planning on doing is taking a ready action to strike the enemy if it comes within range of her. There's really nothing else she can do short of dropping her sword and shield and picking up her bow. Which...
If we're... Sorry.
Fireball.
I was gonna say, like, if we're surrounded, it might be a good idea to have her near the squishies over here.
Though Jade makes a good valuable point too, fireball, right?
Yeah.
She can go over there by the squishies, or wherever may have.
Another option, she can come over by me and get the swords, so that way we can just teleport out of here.
Yes.
Surrounded.
Oh yeah. My thoughts were either you or I. The moment those swords are cold, we're just like, all right, gone.
I like the idea of Rhea trying to get the swords.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah, if she can draw those, that would be a good idea.
I will point out the last time we picked up something of Dusty's, a statue attacked us.
Yeah, but we're planning on running away anyways. Like, we're in a situation where we're not, like, we have tons of these things showing up. We can't stay here. So either we're taking the swords and running, or we're not taking the swords and still probably running. So.
I wouldn't want to leave them, but yeah, I don't know. Okay,
If we're running anyway, then why couldn't we just grab the swords and run?
Yeah, that's
See if we can get away from it.
that's kind of where I see it. I feel like we're about to face an overwhelming amount of enemies, anyways. What's
You want
one
Rhea
more?
to rush in and try and track what option to take the blades?
Well, I mean, I'd rather it be Flux because she doesn't like putting Ray at risk, but I can't do anything this round, so.
The other thing is, it would be an interact with object to grab one of the blades, so she would only be able to grab one. So if we want both blades grabbed at the same time, the only two people in the group that currently can do that is Flux, if she still has the 2-weapon fighting, or Jade.
Admittedly,
Yeah, I
Rhea
don't have
could
2-weapon
drop
fighting anymore.
her Vorpal blade, but she looks at the Vorpal blade and looks at Dusty Swords and looks at her Vorpal blades, and you can tell the thoughts going through her brain are quite straightforward.
I am not entirely convinced that sword is better than my sword.
God, she's actually talking.
We gotta go! We gotta go! We gotta get... Oh, this is like super glue.
But she did take heed of your words. She just, she never misses the opportunity for a dumb joke.
Oh yeah.
She's also scratching her head, though, looking around like, where the hell did it go? What is this? I don't magic.
It'll be back shortly.
So Jade's turn.
And we said Rhea couldn't get the sword out?
Nope, they were firmly held by the statue.
And then the statue cracked the face like it's going to be awake soon, right?
I can be right back real quick.
Ellen, just to confirm, the face cracked as if it's opening up, right?
Alan, if you're talking,
Sorry.
we can't hear you.
Just spilled coffee on my hands, had to quickly rinse them off.
Oh no!
There is
okay.
just a tiny spit. I'm not burnt. Don't worry. It's literally sticky.
I was more like, oh no, you lost your coffee.
Just a tiny dribble. Just a tiny bit. So that's not bad. That's just poop. There is a straight line of a crack running down the front face of the statue. Is it opening? Well, that's not really a question I can answer, but I can tell you it's cracked.
Hey, sorry, can we call a break just really quick? My stomach just kind of turned really badly. So.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock on the nose. We can take a quick break. We'll all be back.
But I'm not
in-
ready yet.
Be right back.
We'll take a quick. Well, we'll let Jade run his thing, then we'll take a quick break. Cause did you have a plan, Jade, or did you want to jump after the break?
No, I was just going to... I was going to... if I use my bonus action, can I still hold my regular action for if something happens?
You use your reaction and your action up when you set up something in response to something else later down the road. You burn out those two things. I do believe you keep your bonus action, though. So you can burn your
Okay,
bonus
how-
action and then take a ready action.
And before this thing was warped out, it was about to attack Nimbar, correct?
Yes, it was swinging at Nimbar.
I cast Sanctuary on Nimbar as a bonus action. Then I will hold my action for when the thing comes back to attack it.
Alrighty. So what I'm going to do then, I'm just going to turn the music down and we're going to take a quick 15-minute break at this point. I have the tracks at two different spots, so I got to get the background ambience down as well. There we go. I'll say we'll be back in about 15 minutes. We'll be back at 20 after. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sounds like I'm playing, boss.
Alrighty, sounds good. Let's all take a quick break and I'll see you all then.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello. Sorry. I fumbled with my mute button for way too long.
Did I miss anything? I kind of had to jump out quick. Like I heard we called the break, but I don't know if we had anything that happened before, like after that.
No, he just asked Dan/Jade if he was taking his turn, and he said no, he'll just wait.
Okay, thanks. Sorry,
I've-
but I got like suddenly I got like stomach sick really quickly there, so it was like, oh, like I was feeling a little bad. I'm like, oh, I'll be right back, and then I felt worse. I'm like, okay, do you want actually no? I'm not going to be back in like for like a little bit here. So if we could take the break, that'd be awesome.
That's fair enough. Yeah, so Dan cast Sanctuary on Nimbar. And
Oh yeah, that's
prepared,
right. I forgot.
An
Good to
attack action.
Good to know. Sanctuary is a cool spell.
It is.
I just need to raise my DC.
But by the way, Julian,
Yeah,
Jillian, not Julian. I don't know why I
Yeah.
said Julian. Sorry.
that's all right. I
burritos.
won't hold it against you.
Burritos.
You made some burritos.
Yeah, we're just waiting on rice now,
Nice.
and we had cake.
Very nice. Nice. Michelin chef over here.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's passable as food.
I'd keep
And we're
coming
back.
back just for the food.
Dan was gonna cancel today, but then he realized he wouldn't get food, so he came.
Dan's had internet in his apartment for weeks.
It's January.
I don't know what to make for supper tonight. I made ribs last night, but it wasn't like a huge amount of them. So,
I'm probably gonna have burritos for supper tonight too.
oh yeah, I mean, if you've still got burrito stuff, right? Like,
The neighbors gave me chili, so that's probably supper.
oh, nice. I had the misfortune of like thinking like of not thinking to like do a big grocery shop. Before the
Well, they
lockdown
split-
happened and everything got like more annoying to do.
I
Yeah,
have to go pick up groceries today, but thankfully, like I do the pickup orders.
I don't like doing those because it does cost more. But
Cost $5 on the weekend,
well,
but it means I don't have to go in store.
it's
I'm going to pay the $5.
the thing is it's not just the fee. You miss out on like things like sale prices and
No, you don't.
do you not? Because I remember when I used to use the one with Superstore, they didn't the in-store markdowns did not apply.
No, they definitely apply. They're right on their websites and everything.
Oh wow, okay, maybe I'm just wrong. Which would be nice. No, it'd be
They
nice.
could've-
I'd like to be wrong because it'd make my life easier.
Well, they could have changed it because of COVID too, Kieran.
Yeah,
To help
that's
encourage
true.
people to use it as opposed to.
Yeah.
that's absolutely true.
I can't speak for beforehand. All I can speak of is for now. But
See,
Well, thank you for the heads up then, because that would make that. I think that would be a lot safer and better to do than to try.
the problem is, I think you need a car to do the pickup. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a car, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might honestly, I might just bite the bullet and just to avoid going out, even just do a delivery, just you know what I mean? Because we're on the home stretch. I don't want to fuck up now. You know what I mean? Like we're so close to being done, like COVID, like with vaccines slowly rolling out, and with like the United States is now.
Yeah,
starting to get
but fuck
vaccinated,
Ontario.
Oh, fuck Ontario, yeah. Like I have
More
friends who live in
recruits.
Ontario and they're so incredibly upset and angry all the time because their government is so shitty.
Well, no.
And, like-
What I'm mad about is there were like 2 or 3 families who came from Ontario to Nova Scotia
Oh, yeah.
and didn't self quarantine and gave people COVID. That's
I'll
where
just
all
get-
these spikes have been coming from.
Yeah.
But
it's
that's
because
why.
Ontario- yeah,
Oh, you mean
Ontario's
that
a total
RV outside my place yesterday?
For the record, if you
Where do
see
you live, Dan? I'm starting a blood feud.
if you see anyone with like Ontario plates, fucking call the cops. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's. I mean, like Ontario has turned into an absolute shit show, right? Like in terms of COVID, like they're totally. I mean, it was to the point that the leader of the NDP wrote a letter to Trudeau asking him to use an emergency act to like take over the situation in Ontario because the provincial government's so inept.
Yeah, I heard they were trying to get Doug Ford to resign.
He should. He's killing people. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean I agree.
Yeah,
I was just saying that I heard about that.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what happens when you elect the least qualified candidate purely out of spite. Like, he was never going to be good at the job. Like, and then they had a major disaster, right? Like,
hey, at least they didn't handle like the states. I'm sorry. Like they're just about as bad, but
yeah,
not quite the states.
United States had the issue that it was happening on a federal level, right? Like, so
yeah, that's
at the
what I
very least,
mean.
our federal government's trying to handle the situation, even if the provincial government in Ontario isn't trying to handle the situation. So it sucks. I have friends who live up there because I lived up there for a few years, and I worry about them. But like, you know, I had a friend who used to work at a mall, and she quit because the mall wouldn't close. And like, she just didn't want to keep risking her health and safety going into work, because like because nobody was enforcing anything, right? And it was just a shit show. So we've done, like, the thing is, we've done, like, I'm grateful how much better we've done here. Than
To be fair,
done there. Like,
it's also population density too.
It is.
Like,
it is.
that definitely helps us.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not saying if we had the same population as the states, we would have been as bad off, but like, it's one of the contributing factors. You have to admit that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I was referring to Ontario in that particular thing, but also I do get what you mean. Like, population density definitely has, like, the lack of population density has definitely helped us, but I also have seen we've been doing more to prevent the spread of COVID here than they have in, like, Ontario and they have in a lot of the bad states. So, like,
yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it's the only factor, but it is part of it.
It is definitely a factor. It's an advantage.
You definitely have to. Yeah, you definitely have to admit it.
Yes, it is. I'm fully, and it's honestly seems like a real nice perk these days. So, like,
all right, now I just need to warm this up. I
made another. No worries. I made another garlic bread sandwich.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
that sounds yummy.
I just go ahead.
No, go ahead. My apologies for cutting you off.
Just gonna say, I usually am mostly eating leftovers because they don't sell individual sized things here.
Agreed. Yeah. What I was going to say was I did send a picture in the group chat of, like, the beef and the thing. What you don't see is, like, the spices. Of, like, so my friend down in the States during COVID started his own blend shop. So I've been a big fan of his and, like, trying to support a friend and all that.
That's awesome.
So like, I have William's smoked jalapeno taco seasoning, colossal chili spicing, down by the bayou, like a hickory salt in the beef. These things are tasty.
you should link his thing, like his
Baldy'sblend.com. He doesn't do shipments to the Canada, so if you want, just message me and I can.
Sure. Can you DM me the link so I can take a look and I'll.
Can you type down Baldy's Blend and remind me, because I'm currently in the kitchen.
Is it? Sorry, that's fair. Is it? Sorry, is it Baldy's? Is it
Baldy's Blend? Just if you can't find it, just send me a message so I know to link it to you, because I have a memory of a goldfish.
Fair enough. Because I always how do I put it? I'm always fond to try out like more like spice buns and things like that. You know. Oh, I think I might have found the website baldysblends.com.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Now, important question:
Oh, thanks.
Is he bald?
Yes. And his nickname is Baldy.
Yeah. I don't know what tipped me off.
He prefers to go by that than his real name. So. All right. But yeah, it's nothing fancy, but it is delicious.
Hey.
At least I like to think so.
I mean, that's like it doesn't take it doesn't have to be super complex to just have like a good, you know what I mean, like a good balance of spices. And it's the kind of thing too, like it's an ingredient, right? So it's
Also, for the record, one of the most satisfying feelings is dicing an onion.
As long as you have a good knife, yeah. It's just like the chop, and you've gotta.
It's the chop, but it's also just watching it dice, like the dice stuff just fall apart.
Oh yeah, well, because onions, like they divide really cleanly too. Like yeah. Just remember to rinse your knife with like cold water. That's the trick. Or even just rinse the onion just to avoid the cry, like the fumes, right?
Yeah. One of the tricks that I have is you cut it vertically, like you cut it in half, and then you cut along, like down to the root, but not quite fully, and then a couple right down to the root again, not quite fully, and then dice it, and then it just falls apart diced, and it's just very satisfying.
Nice. It's good to having good knife work skills is nice cooking. I'm slow with it, but I do a good good cuts. I'm just not a fast.
Same. Add some barbecue sauce and some hot sauce, and we'll call it done. Dan, that's my hint. You should come over.
Yes, we heard you're cooking through Discord.
Yeah, I know. That's because I'm talking while I'm cooking. But no, Dan. I mean, like, get over here because it's ready.
Get over here. What are your guys' opinions on meat pies, aka?
Humble's pie is amazing.
You mean humble pie? Because I'm in walking distance of humble pie.
I would be.
I had humble pie on Friday after work.
I couldn't live close to humble pie. I would be like one of those Americans in a mobility scooter. Just.
This weekend has been a treat yourself week.
This is definitely a treat yourself week, given how apocalyptic things became very quickly with the.
Oh yeah.
Is that one back yet?
He's on the phone.
I knew he was on the phone. I was asking if he's back.
He was muted last time I was at home.
I hope everything's all right with him.
Yeah, just a phone call. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I've had some bad phone calls in the past. Mostly people just want to talk to me, which not a lot of people do. So it's kind of frustrating, but Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez. Ah,
Sorry.
jeez. That scared the shit out
I
of
thought
me.
I had
Holy
my
crap.
myself.
Oh, God. I was like, ah.
It's fair enough though. My smoke alarm is ridiculous. Like it just the heat from
Oh.
opening the oven just sets it off, and it's like, come on, man.
I refer to shit my screen. So I refer to the smoke alarm in my apartment as and everybody's smoke alarms is the cooking alarm, because whenever you hear one in the building, you know someone's cooking because it's just whenever someone cooks. Like shitty
Pardon?
apartment.
You almost just take a fork and eat this as is.
Oh, absolutely. I was gonna say, for the record, it is not that smoky in here. We just have super sensitive smoke alarms here as well.
Totally the same kind of situation. It's just it's life, unfortunately. Well, I'm ordering groceries right now. It looks like more possible to do than back when COVID first started, when like everyone was like, "Don't go out ever," right? Like it was like they had the grocery order, but it was like
phones are dead though. 1 second here.
oh, you had to wait like a week to be able to get it. Hey,
Welcome back.
I'm back. Jeez.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a phone call and you can't put the phone away and you have to take it. Oh well.
I was just saying, I was just saying I'm ordering groceries on my other computer at the moment because I don't want to go out right now. As I was saying, like we're so close to the end with COVID. Like vaccines are slowly rolling out and things. I don't want to fuck it up now. Not when there's like a spike. Like
well, we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
And I think Jillian said she'd be right back, so not too bad at thanking them for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get the music going once again, so we got the sound effects in the background.
Yeah, we were talking because I made burritos, so we were talking about food while you were gone.
Yep, we got into very foodie type mood.
And I did send like a picture. Actually, I should send a picture of the finished product, everything mixed together.
Yeah,
see that
he was.
mix. Alrighty. So kicking back in where we left off, Jade had done some movements and such, but I don't think you were doing anything else. You were taking your ready actions to attack when the thing reappeared. Oh, I got one of those a little too loud.
Alright, so he is currently there. There. Alright, so he reappeared there. I know he has a ready action to that, so I'm gonna move here to give him advantage, and I'm going to ready in action to Toll the Dead when he comes back. I think. No, actually, I don't need to wait for him. Alright, I'm going to cast Crown of Stars. So 7 star-like motes appear. In order, you can use bonus action to send one streaking towards creature object 100 feet. They make an attack at this guy, I guess. So attack. And norm. Wow. I'm assuming an 18 misses.
Yep, rolling an 18. Unfortunately, that's a miss.
All right.
Not great, sadly. We're rolling a 2. That's wrong.
And that's
so
my
now,
turn?
it's our big friendly pair of drones who are going to get their turn next. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40 as they are rushing in to strike down Nimbar. How far can the other one go? 5. Why aren't my diagonals working? Well, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Perfect. So they're going to rush in, and they're both going to be attacking. Nimbar, first one's coming at you with 3 mighty swings of those beautiful obsidian shards. Can I go public or private on that one?
They have to make a wisdom save, DC X, where X is
No,
50.
you made an attack, so Sanctuary's gone.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry, bud.
That was my dump.
Just while we're waiting. Sorry, you guys. I've been a little bit out of it today. So, I was in the bathroom for a bit, but are the swords still in the tree or in the statue?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and have we seen anything since the face started to crack, or is it just...
Nobody's touched them since Nimbar has. They've been doing other actions in combat.
Okay.
Alrighty, Nimbar. The first one is swinging at you 3 times, and since you are pinned in thanks to the other one, that's advantage on the rolls against you. The first attack. That's going to be a hit. Are you doing anything? Alright, so that brings your AC up to a whopping 24 at this point, right?
That's correct.
Alrighty, so that does deflect the first obsidian shard, but not the next 2 that both catch you with uppercuts, breaking through that 24 armor class of yours, as it uses advantage to its advantage. And you take 21 damage from the first hit and 32 from the second, both slashing, as the 2 arms strike over you with unseen precision. Obviously I ran out of coffee again. As for the second obsidian drone, which seems to round on Nimbar, it twists and turns and swings at Rhea. Unfortunately, it doesn't have advantage, but it did just get a critical hit on her, so that's definitely a hit. Second attack is a miss, and third attack, what's her armor class? Is a miss!
No, don't they have to move on their own turn? Or are they using their reaction to do this?
What do you mean move on? It's their turn. They both have the same turn order, 17.2 on their dex saves.
Yeah, but I thought they would still have to... One would have to go before the other. So
just doing the 2 turns at once to save time. One came in and got the advantage. The other one wouldn't be getting it, so they're attacking Rhea. So there's no doubling up like that, unless I took a ready action, but then he'd only get to hit you once. So that's essentially, yes. John, you just noticed. Mathematically and computationally is one of the main reasons why the attack was split here. They can't get advantage on you because of that exact fact. But they can get in close for the second one too. That's why they're swinging at Rhea. But unfortunately for Rhea, I did roll a natural 20 on one of the attack rolls. So she does take a critical hit for 30... Oh geez, I rolled low on damage. For 31 points of damage. As Rhea takes a deadly slice head on from the second drone. And now it's Kamshak's turn.
He will continue to hide invisibly in the tree. But he will encourage our violence.
Alright, Alex's turn.
I'm
still listening. I'll just be out of microphone shot for a minute.
Okay, yes. Things and stuff and things. Well, I don't want to go there, because that would be good for Flux to go... Oh, no. That one. I will think I will use my shield to... No. Druids have so much concentration stuff, you need to think ahead. That's not going to make much difference because they go before me. So... God damn it. I've totally drawn a blank. Okay, can't think of anything better to do. So I'm gonna just okay. Gonna move round to here. And I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip. If it hits, I don't intend to pull it anywhere low, so let's get some damage on it. Probably be a miss.
A 19 is unfortunately a miss.
Yeah. That'll be my turn, I think. Do I have any bonus action spell? I'll do a first level. No, that's my turn.
Okay, can I use my bonus action first?
Oh yeah, any order's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna use an superiority die and do quick toss with the Psionic longsword, and I'm gonna throw it at this guy right here.
The one up above Bellamy?
Yeah. Sorry,
Perfect.
I was on the wrong thing. And then I'll use an action. That's not my flying sword, that's just this. I'll use that to represent the Psionic sword. And then I'll teleport to that location.
Yep.
Does it matter where? Like if I go there or...
It'd be wherever the sword is. So wherever you want the sword to be, that's where you'd end up.
Okay, so we'll say it's there then. And... Oh wait, well let me see if I hit it first, actually. That's what I should be doing before I do anything else. Plus 18 seems high.
Well, you got 30 strength.
Yeah.
No, I don't, because I'm not holding my sword.
Ah.
Or my hammer.
I have to double check.
I only have 25. I'll check my character sheet on Foundry before I do it.
That's the Cyclonic Longsword. It gets a plus 15 from what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
And that's the 25 strength for plus 7. Plus 5 for proficiency, plus 3 for bonus. Yeah, 15. That looks right. Alright, a 26 is a hit, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pull it out and ask everyone how many. Because I think I heard people saying that there's more coming.
I don't think we know an exact count because they're invisible, but I think Alan said my imp said there's like 20 or something, maybe.
Hyperbole
I get
at
to-
its finest. Your poor little dude was scared.
Yeah.
I get to add. I get to add a D10 to the damage. Sorry about that. So 16 plus 9 is 25 damage total.
Okay.
And its movement is reduced by 10. Because of my slasher's feat. And then I'm gonna use, that's just my bonus action. So I'm gonna run over here and try to pull the swords out. I can get there. I'll use evasive footwork to increase my DC.
Alrighty. It's still gonna swing at you, of course, with its reaction.
Of course. Oh, baby. So my AC is currently 31.
Alrighty.
While
so
I'm moving.
That is a dodge as you move past.
Okay. And then I'll try pulling the swords. I'll sheath the Cylonic longsword if I can and try pulling at least one or both. It doesn't matter. Whatever you let me do.
When you give a yank, nothing happens. They are quite firmly fixed in place. The interact with object would not be enough to get them free.
We're gonna
I was going
have-
to use my action to do it. I haven't taken an action yet. I just took my bonus.
Oh, you can use your action to do something more defined than just grabbing swords and pulling on them. You could always make a strike or try to break them free, but you can tell by laying hands and pulling, they're not going to just come free.
Okay, I'll use my action to pull out dusty swords from my bag, or ask Jade for them if Jade's the one carrying them.
You
Just
did
hold them out
shoot
and see
your
what
sword,
happens.
However. Well, if you're just using your action to drop
Okay.
blades, yep, you can do that. That's going to be it, though.
Okay,
so you got
that's-
the swords in hand.
Yeah, and I'm holding them up to the other swords.
No change.
And I'll just be kind of looking at Jade like,
Nothing seems
and
to
that's the end of my
happen.
turn.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Rhea's turn. Well, there's an obsidian dude in front of her. Who wants to roll her attack rolls?
Could she take a step to this square here to
Oh,
get
yeah.
advantage?
Good idea.
I call not rolling.
How many attacks does Rhea get?
She gets, I believe, 3. Let me double check that.
Okay. Oh, looks like
Yes,
jelly.
3. She also has multi-attack that gives her 2 attacks, but that's from her race, not her class. So, 3.
Well, I'll roll one of them if everyone wants to take like one each.
Alright, give it a roll with advantage from her sword.
What's that?
So a 31's a hit.
She uses one-handed, right?
Yeah. The other one's got the shield.
Yep. Cool.
9 points of slashing damage as she drives against the enemy. Who's got the next swing, John?
Not me, someone else roll it. My hands are a little messy.
I skipped Jillian because she's the close range fighter, but now we've only got Jillian and Kieran and Dan. So, Kieran,
Well,
you're next.
I was just gonna say I accidentally exited the browser, so I'm not actually on Foundry right now.
I'm avoiding the fighter because they fight anyway. Kieran, give us a roll, see if she hits. 32's a hit. Go ahead and roll up the damage on that. 15 points of damage as she slashes a second time. And as for the third one, Dan, you give us a roll. .33's a hit. Go ahead and roll your attack, your damage on that. You're all getting close to those lovely crits, but not too much on there, thankfully. So, Rhea lays in 3 mighty sword swings with a smile, like, yes, we will take it down. And that's it for her turn. Next up is Bellamy.
I've been looking at Bellamy's stuff. Is Bellamy cast the spiritual weapon before? Is that a thing she does?
Not something she's used yet, but she has it as a spell.
I was thinking spiritual weapon and sacred flame for her. I can't see of any spells that let her teleport or anything like that out of range.
Okay, I'm gonna copy Flux's sword then. We'll pull that one up. We'll have it. Stupid. Have a copy that. Not sure what caused that, but whatever. And we're using Sacred Flame then for her, which is going to be used on the big guy above her. Just 1 second, I'll get those rolls up in just a minute here. So it's a DC 17 dex save for our Obsidian drone in front of her. He fails the save by some miraculous fluke. So let's do the damage on her roll. That's 14 points of radiant damage from Sacred Flame.
So I think she adds another D8 because she has Blessed Strikes. When she deals damage from a cantrip or weapon attack, she deals an additional D8 radiant damage.
3 more points. I'll add that in.
Ah.
Hey, damage is damage. And her spiritual weapon is going to take a swing at the same one, which is going to pop in beside Flux's blade because that works. A 13 is a miss for the spiritual weapon, as it ricochets off the obsidian hide. And now for our missing drone. How many things are triggering when that comes back in?
I think it's just Jade making an attack.
Oh, Nimbar had ready
No,
Toll the Dead, I think.
No, I ended up instead casting the thing at the other.
Crown
Alrighty.
of Stars.
Yeah.
I thought that used bonus actions. Or
No.
the initial cast was an
action to
action.
cast, bonus action to go.
Hmm.
I also realized afterwards I had already used my reaction. Or sorry, I then also used my reaction, so it's good I didn't.
No worries.
Well, as it warps back into existence, you hear a horrible sound like someone screeching mixed with nails on chalkboard. And what returns as time begins up again for the monster isn't quite what you sent away. In a blinding flash of fire as its body reforms. I said in a blinding flash of fire. There it is.
VFX.
That's just a fireball?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just kind of wondering what the animation you used.
You notice now the obsidian drone has returned. Yeah, they only have a few
But it is-
effects in there. The body,
It's
however,
probably-
is twisted and torn by flame. And I have to put that one back in. Where is that here?
Jeez.
Colin finally got it.
Oh, also, that roll wasn't private. So, you know.
Roll for initiative roll.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that.
What the hell is what's the name though?
It's.
It's an obsidian corruption.
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, but like the font of the name is weird as fuck.
Oh yeah.
It looks
Yum,
infernally.
It settles its gaze down as it comes back into existence. And yes, Jade, you're more than welcome to roll your checks. As you can see, its obsidian body twisted and burned, flames burning and crackling from within. Our remaining obsidian drone, who has not yet used its reaction, is at this moment going to use its reaction as you see it turn its head to face this one. And it lets out yet another scream into the night air as 2 more obsidian drones appear at the edge of your vision. Flex, you actually can't see one from where you are, and Isaac, you can just barely see one from where you are. But they are, for intents and purposes, up here and over here, as 2 more have appeared. And just like last time, I'm putting them in the initiative order, but they won't take a turn until the start of the next round.
Having seen this thing appear now, can I glean anything to what might have happened with my spell? That, like, this has happened?
Someone jumped in on your spell at the same moment. That would take a considerable volume of magical power.
This isn't particularly good.
So Jade, I believe you have a reaction. I'm not sure what the original initiative on that thing was, but I put it under Bellamy by 1 because that's where it was. So.
Stab it! Stab it with fire!
Jade rushes in with the mighty honeysickle and strikes true and hard as the old blade tears into the burning obsidian. Go ahead, roll your damage. 11 points for the sword. A 5 for the bonus. And sneaky time for a further 17. It roars out defiantly as you repeatedly stab, though the amount of damage it seems capable of taking is quite impressive, almost staggering.
Uh-oh.
Anything else for your turn? Oh wait, that was your reaction, what am I saying? The corrupted monstrosity turns as it looks towards Jade, and then it flummoxes and releases a deafening roar, and then leans its hands forward towards Jade. Go ahead and give me either athletics or acrobatics save as it attempts to grapple you with one of its attacks. Ooh, look at that, he rolled a 20. You might need that.
And Sadness Chan asks me, what are you trying to prove?
Well, there goes one of its attacks, but it doesn't seem quite done, as it's going to burn another attack to try to grapple you again. So once again, give me another check. And you can tell by the sheer incredible volume of strength that this thing has, that you're, well, you can use athletics or acrobatics. I'm not sure what's better for you, but when you're escaping a grapple, you can use either. I noticed you used athletics on that one. I don't know if you have acrobatics trained? Nope.
No.
It is athletics, look at that. I keep forgetting Jade's a special rogue. A good one, but a special one. So you go ahead and give me another check. I'm not sure he can roll below that, so just 1 second here. Yeah, no, he can't. So he grapples you.
That's a 15.
Yep. Because you get the bonuses and the minimums and all that. With a 15, he still grapples you. And then repeats on you what was done to Rhea.
Can I...
Unless...
sorry, can I interject?
Possibly, if you got a good trick up your sleeve.
Seeing this fail, I'm gonna perform a chronal shift, give Jade another roll. Or, actually, hold on. Thinking about this. As a reaction, I'm gonna read this. As a reaction, after you repeat, makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can force the creature to re-roll. You can see it after it succeeds or fails. Okay, so that I should be able to hear, yeah. I just wanted to make sure that the wording allowed it in this case, because it's a contested check, but I don't see why it wouldn't here.
So what's happening?
You can re-roll your athletics check, basically. Damn it!
Still fails. Still gets
Yeah.
grappled. And you get thrown 10 feet back behind him. And you get to roll This time, an acrobatics save. As you're biffed, to see whether or not you fall prone. Sorry, dex save, acrobatics save. How to tell? I was reading sheets a moment ago. You give me a quick dex save to see how Jade fares.
Oh my.
And then there's me who'll always call it a reflex save. No matter
Jade
what.
is prone as well.
Fuck.
And the monster is going to take a step to the side as he works his way around Flux. If Nimbar wants to take an attack of opportunity, he certainly can.
I would love to, but I've already used my reaction to cast shield, did I not? Or was that no, this is a new turn order. Cool. I will
Well, this is the
take my
very
attack of
bottom
opportunity.
of the turn order. This is the very end.
Oh, very
That
bottom.
was done at the very start, so yep, that's already done. Unfortunately, you are not reactive, or you could do it on every turn in the turn, but sadly you gotta wait. So he's gonna move up into the corner and draw up that large shard of gigantic obsidian as he glares at Flux and takes a mighty light, wide sweep. It collides with the stone statue behind you all, with a deafening echo reverbing. You get a bad feeling about that one. I'm assuming Sir Junior ain't doing crap.
He flies up another 40 feet.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put those other two drones into the combat order. Isaac, you're up. Oh, all the drones get to go together. Look at that, it's so cute. You'd almost think I cheated, but I swear I didn't. Like I say, you can see me click the buttons.
So is he destroying the statue or is he destroying the swords?
He took a swing as hard as he can. If you're curious of his target, roll an insight check.
Yeah, I'd actually like to do that as well, because I'd like to get a sense of what this guy's doing.
Three, 4, 5, 6.
Well, the broad swipe of his blade definitely struck the statue, not the swords. And given the way he swung it, it's unlikely he was going for the swords. So it would appear that
likely
that
he-
monster was going for the statue.
Definitely he wasn't going for me.
No. No.
Interesting.
You got a feeling if he was, it would have hurt too.
Yeah.
I mean, if he had. So Isaac,
What to do here, because I'm looking at that guy hitting the statue, and I'm like... I'm gonna take this moment, I'm gonna look up over there to this guy I can barely see in the top here, and I'm going to try and simplify the situation a little bit. So... Oh wait, hold on, how far away is he, actually? I need my ruler. Yep, and he's only 10 feet up, right?
yep.
Alright. I'm going to use I'm going to hit him with a momentary stasis. So he'll have to give me, and this is an ability that I have, he'll have to give me a con save. If he fails it, he basically is incapacitated and has a movement speed of 0 until the end of my next turn, or if it gets damaged. Try and stop another one from flooding in here.
And what's the DC on that? It doesn't show up in your info.
Oh, sorry, I thought it did. It's at 18.
Perfect. All right, so one second here.
Constitution.
All right, he fails the check and is encased.
Awesome. Just try and reduce the overwhelm a little bit.
Alrighty. Anything else for your character's turn?
Any compelling bonus actions I'd like to take this turn? Not particularly. I think that'll be my turn, and I'm just kind of still keeping an eye on the whole situation as it unfolds here.
Great. Jade.
It's half my movement to stand up, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I'll stand up and make an attack against the one in front of me.
Kamehameha. Oh, I just sneezed. Did I have the mic muted when I sneezed?
Yep.
Oh, okay, good. I looked and it wasn't muted and I'm like, oh no! I deafened everyone! 1d6 sonic damage.
So speaking of forgetting to mute yourself, my fire alarm went off, scared everyone.
Yeah.
Nice.
The cooking alarm.
Oh, a 17 unfortunately is a miss. I see what happened. Jade's getting ripped off by Rhea.
No, that's fine. That's
Andre
absolutely
has some
fine.
sort of vendetta against him.
No,
Pokemon sound in the background there.
Yeah, sorry, that's just my text alert sound.
Oh, no problem.
Gotta catch them all.
Well, I had that moment, like, where it's like those connections made from when I was a kid playing on the Game Boy, right? Just like that, like, fires, right? Like, I'm like, oh shit.
So, what's
Yeah.
the plan?
nothing now.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't know if somebody was
so-
waiting on me for info on that one. So, Jade takes a swing and it ricochets off the obsidian carapace.
Let's just not be in comp. Right here seems good.
Whoop.
Alec disagrees.
This guy seems like the biggest threat, correct? So, but no, he's attacking that, while these guys actually attack us. So let's go after this guy. I can cast this. Do not consume, and then attack. Normal. A 29 hits, right?
Starting to sound like me there.
It'll do 11 radiant damage.
And I'm sorry, which one were you targeting?
This
This
one
guy
right
here?
here.
Perfect, alrighty.
You get done dirty on that damage roll.
Little bit. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a 7.
Yeah, that's a little.
Right.
That's when you see D12s pulling an 11 total on 4. That's a little sad. I feel bad for you. That's what I mean. Not. Oh, you could have done better, man. Like, my God, what's wrong with you? Quite the flip. Oh man, the dice just totally screwed you. I know that feeling.
mean,
Kieran
at least
keeps
I
making
hit
me
it
do
this
saves, and I keep
time.
failing them.
Oh,
He's like, your creature's gonna have to jump through time, and I'm like, good. I was waiting for that. And this one, I'm just gonna
So I've
freeze. Damn it.
I've used 2.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a notepad, so let me just spread that. Page. Going. But that's my bonus action. I'm going to not move because I've already moved. So that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. And with the end of Nimbar's turns, we get to the 4 drones. And I can have some fun with their order, since 3 of them have the same initiative order, so 3 of them are going at the same moment. Wow. And the 4th one is just in. Now, one of the ones that was frozen was the same one that got the initiative order, but Kieran, your spell says if they're hurt, it ends, right?
Yeah.
Well, he pricks himself on the palm with his finger, causing 1 point of...
I was gonna say, He's
Some
also
bullshit.
incapacitated too, so.
He got pretty drunk last night, and he just took a d6 of con damage from the hangover. Oh, no. So needless to say, that one's quite stuck unless I do some DM cruelties. I don't think he gets any
Bullshit.
saves on his team, does he? Like he's stuck until your turn, right? He gets
Yeah.
no
Well,
saves.
Unless somebody.
unless anyone. Well, I was gonna say, unless anyone tells Flux what's going on, she's probably gonna attack it.
The
But
one
it's
up
all
on,
the way over here.
it's up on top of the cliff.
Oh,
It's not in the field of kill
Oh,
everything vision. Soon.
oh, I see. I thought this was the one that he froze.
No. Yeah.
So
Okay, my bad,
with the
my
best initiative. Let's see, you're gonna take some steps for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 40 can only get me to where Jade is about here. Okay. It's charging straight towards the statue. And it's going to take a ready action, and that's going to be it for its turn. Which might surprise Jade. As for the obsidian drone directly beside Jade and the other, the two of them, you see, turn their heads slowly to face the corrupted one as they move out of combat range with Jade. Yes, Jade, you can take an attack of opportunity if you'd like. And you too, Bellamy.
Thanks, Alan.
You're welcome, Bellamy.
Oh, I think my guess was correct here. This is.
What you got for a weapon here? 9 life stealer, rapier, perfect. I don't know what its use charge is, but I'm gonna use it. We'll go all out on this one. Oh, I have to scroll a critical hit. And other stuff. Ooh, God, that's rough. Okay, so attack. Normal. She got a 20. Unfortunately, that's not enough to hit one, as it ricocheted off, and she just doesn't look happy. She's like, oh, damn it. So, Jade, you taking a stab as one's running away? A 20 is a miss, unfortunately, against the obsidian monstrosity.
Dice hate me, someone roll Rhea.
Reyes, he's going, oh wait, you what? Flux, roll Rhea for us. It's your turn. For you, Jillian.
She has to move. My vision's really limited because I'm clicked on Flux. Oh wait, I see. Okay, so the closest one I'm seeing is the one up by Jade, right?
Oh, it was here and it ran away. So she gets attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
And I've
I will
selected
do that
you.
then. Yes, I heard that. I'm
You need
just.
to do better than 20, so probably a 21 will hit.
I'll see what I can do. I don't roll off of Foundry very often, so it's a little slow.
Oh, that's all good. 25, you hit the damage up. 12 points of slashing damage. Imagine if you had gotten a crit on that, like, that would have been so fun to see. It's like the way the system works, but this is still nice numbers. She slices across its back for 12 damage as it charges in against the monster. So now it's their turn still, as mentioned. The last one doesn't really get a turn, it's stuck up here thanks to Kieran. But the two here, you see, they charge against the corrupted obsidian monstrosity and turn as they raise their arms up. It releases a mighty bellow as its hand lunges out, catching one by the throat. Flames, not unlike the ones that have now permeated its obsidian form, enter the other drone and ignite it seems. It squirms in its grasp for a brief moment before it falls limp. The second one, however, that one still gets its attacks off because, well, bad guy only gets one reaction, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and mark him dead. Second one is gonna take its swings as it flails its obsidian arms at the creature in front of it.
Me or the
The corruption.
They're fighting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was pretty sure was going on, but I just wanted to make sure.
And as you see the two of them enter combat, the corrupted obsidian monstrosity spins its greatsword around, dragging it through the snow to deflect the first hand. However, it seems to be somewhat unwieldy with the blade, as the obsidian monster presses on and manages to strike it a surprisingly 2 times across its front. Scars, however, don't seem to show on this corrupted piece of darkness as it roars defiantly in the face of its enemies. Kamashag's turn.
What the fuck is going on, boss?
There's still more of them.
Okay, I am gonna go to here. And I'm going to bonus action Guardian of Nature, and I'm going to pick the form of the tree, so I get my 10 HP, and I make. Well, I don't actually turn into a tree. I think I just appear all barky and leafy.
I know, it was just funny.
I mean, if you want to go with it. I might need to start talking in Entish, so my turns might take a while.
Anything worth saying?
No.
Oh no.
I'm not on anybody's side. Because no one's on my side.
Extra turns for the DM to talk, just what you need.
So I'll try and Thorn Whip the Corruption. 32 to hit.
That's a successful hit.
And I'm going to pull it.
But that's a dead
10 feet
body, so I'm
closer?
just gonna,
Yeah.
you know.
Do I want to pull it 5 or 10 feet? Yeah, let's go 10. That's.
Yeah, that way
Gives
when it runs
people
away from
options.
Jade, you can stab.
Yeah. And that is everything I can do this turn.
Oh, and it takes 9 piercing damage too. Let's make sure to apply that in.
I'm sure that's going to make all the difference to this
Oh,
beast.
yeah.
So
Hey,
much difference.
hey.
Alright.
Maybe.
It's like, so you know when you see like a cat annoy like a big dog, and then it just like puts its mouth over the whole thing.
Just like that.
Yeah.
It looks unhappy as you drag it forward. Flux. Your turn. She's like, I'm a teleport again, hang on.
No, I never.
Are you under that sword? Nope. Where is Flux on the map? I lost
I
her.
moved it.
She's just right there. Everybody did that.
Yeah, under the dead guy. Put him over here. It's like, this guy's dead. Congrats, 1 down. Oh wait, he did.
Ah, so she was displaying as being under on your screen. That makes sense.
Exactly.
'Cause I'm not. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
It-
The Laring isn't. Oh, sorry.
Oh, they're lazy with Laren. So, the damage on that. Your first attack is
Oh,
a hit.
I'm not.
Your
Okay, second attack.
is a miss. And your third attack is a hit.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your damage up. Alrighty. As you strike twice
Oh.
into the features of the enemy.
Okay. I mean, I probably would have used it versatile, but whatever. It defaulted to D8, so I'm not going to change it now. And then I'll attack with my flying sword as a bonus action.
Go a flying sword, so you make a swing with it. 17 is a miss.
Yeah.
He managed to deflect it with that gigantic greatsword of obsidian rage. Anything else for Flux's
Barely
turn?
injured. Yeah. I'll take my action surge. But this time I'm gonna strike two-handed with the Cylonic Longsword.
Alright. Quick change in hand grip and a swing. A 27 is a hit, so go ahead and roll your damage on that one.
I'm just gonna roll all the attacks
Oh,
at
yeah.
once,
32 is a hit,
and then I'll roll the damage afterwards.
and a 22 is a miss. So 2 hits.
Okay. Let me see if I can get it to roll with a d10. I assume it's versatile? Yes, it is. Its speed is reduced by 10, by the way.
Ouch. You're getting slow. Alright, we'll put those damages on there as you smash in. For 25 points overall of slashing damage as you strike against its front. Still seems to be able to take a considerable volume of damage. Anything else for your turn?
Oh, that's it.
Alrighty, Rhea's turn. Of course, who's gonna sidestep. Let's go through the attack rolls then. Dan, Dean, and John. If you guys want to give me rolls in that order for Rhea coming in with their swings.
Was that Dan first?
Yep. Her first swing against the nightmare in front of her is a hit. For 16 points of slashing damage. Max damage, look at that. Swing number 2 for Dean.
Oh, okay, you can expand it and just.
Oof.
Oh.
Rhea rolls a 1. The blade ricochets off the enemy. Thankfully, it's +3. Alrighty, next attack.
Wow, you really are trash. You rolled 5 nat 1s.
Oh god. She's mean. She remembers. And a 19 is a miss for the last swing.
I'm not crying, it's Dusty in here.
Dusty ain't in here, he's dead.
I had an idea for a project. I'm gonna make a plugin for Foundry, and what it's gonna let you do is it's gonna let you put your digital dice into dice jail.
That won't be bad. A lot of people love that.
I was thinking like that's what Foundry's missing from the D&D experience.
Alrighty, it is Bellamy's turn. Anyone got ideas for how to run the bard? I feel really bad because I don't know how to run the bard well.
I want to play a bard.
What I would actually wait, because she has cutting on something word. I would suggest doing unsettling words on the obsidian one. But that's just me personally. I think.
Sorry, the Obsidian one?
Sorry, the corruption one.
Have any of you guys ever seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
Yes.
Yeah.
Focus the camera on the bald one. Just like...
Okay, it's a bard feature. I was looking on the spell list going, what is that spell? Alright.
What spell are you talking about?
No, I thought unsettling words was a spell. I was looking for it.
No.
It's like, it's a bard trickery.
Yeah. These are considered humanoid, right?
Yep.
So she also has hold person. which is a lovely spell. So I would use unsettling words and then hold person personally. If anyone has better options, but be my guest. Like,
Does she have hold
See.
person prepped? I don't see it in her list. Oh, there it is.
It's blue. I don't know what blue means.
Oh no, it's she's got it at 2nd level as well. Blue's for when you upcast it, so that just means you found it in a higher slot.
No. Blue is. Oh, blue may be bard spell.
No, blue is when you're using a higher level spell slot, is it not?
No.
Yeah.
Hold person is the 2nd level spell.
Yeah.
No, because her mage hand, which is a cantrip, is blue.
I don't know. Do you want her to run a whole person at what level?
No, that means blue would be her bard spells. That's what it means, because technically her bard spells use her charisma modifier, which is higher. So her DC is actually higher when she does that.
Okay.
Multi-classing spellcasters, yeah!
Alright, are you looking at the Foundry sheet or the D&D Beyond sheet?
I'm looking at Foundry.
Okay, I'm looking at D&D Beyond, because in D&D Beyond, her cleric spells are blue, and her bard ones, and the coloration on D&D Beyond is, if you're upcasting a spell, it's a blue.
It's blue. Yeah. And it shows the level of the, it shows the base.
Yeah. If you look at D&D Beyond, hold person says bard underneath. So that's
So there's the confusion.
Yeah. All right, but that's personally what I think we should do. But if you guys have better plans,
Can I be honest? I'm having a thought, and I'm not sure, but seeing these things fight, they very clearly have opposing goals here right now. I'm not sure focusing down the corrupted one is our best bet at the moment.
honestly, it seems they're going after whatever tries to get the sword.
Yeah.
So what I personally think is hold him so that way the others can kill him, because he just seems a little bit scarier to me.
Yeah.
But I mean that's me. Like,
well, is he trying to get the sword, or is he trying to break whatever's imprisoned in that statue out?
Perhaps you need to break the statue to get the swords.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if we should just let it and just kind of be ready to manage the situation as it unfolds. Because it was very clearly aiming at the statue, and the moves so far, it's only really attacked people who have interfered with it, right? Like, it threw Jade when Jade attacked. Or did it throw Jade? I'm sure I remember. Like, it did throw Jade, right?
it threw Jade because Jade was in the way.
In the way, yeah, and like it attacked the statues who were attacking it. I think it's trying to break that statue, and it's just reacting to whatever tries to stop it. And if we try to stop it, it's going to turn its weapon on us. So that's kind of where I've had this growing suspicion that the enemy of our enemy might be our friend, or at the very least, it's another enemy for our enemies. And if it can break that statue open, if that's how we get the swords out, that might be our chance to grab the swords, right? Like, out from under it. So.
My only caveat to that would be is that I don't think any of that has entered Bellamy's head.
Oh, yeah, but like
she's very much.
I can actually say Isaac would probably like these are his theory. He would probably like say this out loud, right? Like that, like.
Let's face it, Bellamy is more like, "Hi, I'm Bellamy."
To magic flute spells.
So we should, yeah. So do what you will. I'm just saying, like, this is kind of where I'm at now, and Isaac's at now. He's starting to suspect that it might be better to let these things go about their business, and this thing might open up an opportunity for us, right? So.
Well, I'm happy with the hold person on the basis that Bellamy probably isn't thinking. So that's a long theory to get out in 6 seconds.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, no, I'm not saying, like, stop what Bellamy's doing. I'm just saying that, like, Isaac would start to kind of mention this, right? Like...
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and cast Hold Person then. A 2nd level spell with a DC 17 Wisdom save on the corrupted obsidian monstrosity in the middle of the area.
First, are we doing unsettling words or not?
Oh, I thought we'd already did that, but...
Yep,
okay.
Yeah, I thought you already did it too.
Yep,
I don't think it's gonna work though. I think you would have needed Hold Monster. But we'll see.
It doesn't say they're humanoid. I confirmed that with him.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's gonna go ahead and use one of his legendary resistances to pass that.
Oh, God.
Cheater.
At least now we know he has them.
Just shrugs that
Knowing's
crap
half the
off.
battle. The other half is red and blue lasers.
Does that mean we use or the unsettling words, or is that still on him?
Oh, that used the unsettling words. It makes it so the very next check they make gets a -2. Because of that -2, they actually failed. It was a very close run. That -2 dropped it enough, though, that it failed. And with the fail, it decided instead to use legendary resistance to pass. Because that's just the way it goes. So that's the end then for Bellamy's turn. And now it's the corrupted monster's turn. As it's getting surrounded, you see it brings its hands up to its head as its body starts to shake. And it roars. Once again, as the flames inside of its body continue to grow outward before what appears to be another explosion takes hold.
And the dead one stands up corrupted.
Worse. You notice its corrupted body seems to have changed further.
We haven't seen this form yet, guys.
Oh, whoa.
Can you bring up a picture of it?
I was gonna say, like, do we have a...
Oh yeah, don't worry at all. I just gotta update that initiative order here and put him where he belongs, back in the correct place.
Don't tell me
Because
not
it's
to
not so
worry,
switching.
Alan.
Very worried.
I'll be happy now.
I am in fact very filled with worry.
Everybody within 5 feet, give me a dex save, cause there was an explosion of fire now.
Got a +8 to that now, thanks to resilience.
Yeah. I mean, the great part is, like, we're all resistant to fire too.
Yeah.
That is some Diablo-looking
Yeah.
logo right there.
Oh yeah.
That thing.
That guy finished
badass.
this season. That guy finished this season and got the transmog set.
But
I know you did the pop out, but for me it just popped out gray. Did it pop out gray for anyone else?
The pop out didn't work for me, but it is in the chat as well. You could,
Yeah, no. I saw it in there, but
Yeah. No, I just have the I just have like the glossy pane. I don't have the image.
yeah, I was just kind of curious about that one.
So the only way that we can dispel the spell on the statue is with a 9th level dispel, which we don't have yet, right?
Correct.
Right. So there's nothing that the spellcasters could do to try to release whatever's inside that statue.
No, I don't think there's anything magically we could do to release it, because like the imprisonment kind of specifically, unless there's a condition right attached to it that we could trigger.
So personally, what I think the condition is people try and take the sword because you notice it cracked.
Yeah.
So, Ray is the only one who did fail to save. The explosion sends her flying 5 feet back and she's knocked prone and she takes 13 points of fire damage. The rest of all y'all, including the drones, kind of aced it. So, yeah.
You take a quarter damage?
Oh, right, I forgot. I'll reveal Rhea's roll. Poor Rhea. 3d8 points of fire damage, 13. Poor Rhea. She's getting up like, damn it, why is it always me?
Do the other...
You take half or none?
Yeah, do they take damage or?
The obsidian, no damage from it. You all pass off all the damage. As the monstrosity of the thing stands before you, and you see it lowers its gaze on Flux and roars so heavily in your face. Both of its arms lash out to either side, as it forgoes 2 of its attacks. First making a check against the drones.
This thing is.
It's an obsidian tormentor.
Whatever it is, it's Korean.
Ouch.
Rude.
No.
Actually, you can see the Korean up at the top left corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Never mind. And I was talking the way the lettering of its name worked. I was like, hey, but then I look and notice the picture. It's like, yeah, I suppose. I don't like removing artist credits because someone worked very hard to make that picture. So yes, I will go ahead and show it. Same with like my maps. They put a tag on there. It's like, sure, I'm not going to claim I made this. Are you nuts? I don't have artistic capacity. I'm a math person.
Thank you for doing that, because even if, like, say, you're just posting it here, the thing is like, one of us then might download the image and then maybe we'll post it somewhere, right? And it turns into a thing where if the artist's mark is removed, it's not really fair to the artist.
So, good news and bad news, before we get to that, John. Good news is, hey, there's less combatants on the field. Bad news is, hey, there's less combatants on the field. Because the other obsidian construct that seems to have come up goes ahead and lays hands in a successful grapple check on all of its turn used up against the other 2 drones. They are engulfed in the same style of flames that you see burning within itself, as they seem to are burned out, collapsing and falling to the ground. The strange face of the tormentor tilts forward as its eyes seems to lock on Fluminox's. Rows of fanged flame teeth roar in your character's face. And John, what were you going to say? Because that's it for its turn.
Sorry, I was just going to ask you if you can post that in Discord at some point today, because I want to share that image, because that's a really cool image.
It is pretty rad, yeah.
I can't copy and paste, I tried.
Oh yeah, no, you make it makes it hard to do from there for pretty much as you mentioned. Let me see, I think I put it, yeah. If you take a peek in the pictures handout, you will see the picture for the second stage of the obsidian corruption.
Yeah.
Right underneath
the first, the second, we have the original, the corruption, and then this one, the tormentor, which is just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm real curious at like what this thing, like what's going on here. This is.
May find out today. It's now Sir Junior's turn. At the end of Sir Junior's turn, the tormentor is going to use a legendary action. That's right, legendary action.
Fuck.
In order to propel itself forward. It's going to move through the new point of combat that it's created to shove up and around towards the swords, putting itself in position. This does give Jade an attack of opportunity as it breaks through, if you still have one, because this is the end of the round.
He attacked the obsidian dolls, I think.
No, I don't have one.
Alright, so it freely runs up to a good position.
Alan, could you, when you've got a sec, could you describe the statue again?
The statue, which, as you now look at it, has considerably more cracks in it, especially across where the blade had struck it, was angelic in nature, with 2 large wings on its back and wearing a suit of armor, though the descriptive features are mostly bland. I suppose it would be equivalent to say it looks as though someone crafted it from Play-Doh. You don't see the finer details. You see feathers, but you don't see the lines in the feather when you come up close. They just look like a blob of feather. Artistically, it's beautiful until you get close to it, so you can't really make out features.
Okay, and does it come across as like a... is it like a statue that looks like it's guarding something? Does it look like a grave statue, or?
It's the statue of an angel, but I will remind you that when it was scanned for magic, it was determined that the imprisonment spell had been placed there.
I'm just asking to see if there's a clue, because it says that there's a condition that you can try and end it with. I was just seeing if I could...
Judging by how the cracks are spreading, something might be triggering that very condition.
Yeah, it seems like the more we try to take the swords, the more it tries to free itself. Oh, also, Civ Junior is now 120 feet up in the air.
Oh.
Not that high.
Not. I don't think
no
you
Tommy
can quite
Chong.
get
What's
that
going
high.
on here? Alrighty. As we start the next round of combat. Wow, 4 rounds. That might be a record.
Yeah.
Isaac, you are up.
This is a difficult one because, like I said, I feel like this thing might. I want to observe what it's doing. I want to see like how it's acting, and I'm not sure I want to fuck with it at the moment.
Well, if you're just
Particularly because it'll probably throw me
looking
across
at
the
it,
world.
trying to figure out what's going on, you can always aim an insight check, but you gotta let me know what you're being insightful for specifically. Oh, sorry, just 1 second. Phone call.
Sure, no problem. Let me know when you're.
I'm good, sorry.
Okay.
It was a quick pop-up. I thought it was work, but it wasn't, thankfully.
Can I make an insight check to... this might be a bit much, but to figure out if this thing is trying to free whatever in the statue?
Assuming something's trapped within the statue.
Well, you mentioned it was an imprisonment spell, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So...
All that wonderful magic is a great way with abjuration to protect things from things, so you know. Probably, by the look of things, I will tell you without having to do a check, considering it's been trying to smash the statue, your assumption, and given that it just put itself in harm's way to get there, you don't have to roll a check for that one. It's trying to break that statue open.
I'm gonna re-up my momentary stasis on this guy up in the top.
It's just another will save? Or wisdom save? Jeez, it got me saying that.
It basically just our constitution save. Basically just repeat the con save, and if it fails, it's gonna stay frozen.
What's the DC on it?
18.
He passes!
Okay. Dang. Alright, so then at the end of my turn, he'll be free from the one I had already cast, so...
I'm just gonna go ahead and remove that off. Alright, anything else for your turn?
Nope, that'll be my turn. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna move over a little, and that'll be my turn. And enter.
Alright. So then, Jade. He's calculating the optimum path and trajectory.
Yeah, I want to do something crazy.
Usually when you're a little too quiet, you're planning something crazy.
I would like to sheath Honeysickle, go around behind the pillar. I will have to dash to do so, which would use my bonus action, get into position to hold both swords, but not try to draw them from the statue, so that if he breaks the statue, I am holding them and can dimension door away.
Jade's like, these are mine now. So,
Yeah.
you're all watching what Jade's saying is, I'm gonna run like this. Maybe do a little jog around here. I got feline swiftness. Hey guys, what's going on? Come back this way. Whoop. And we'll be like, my swords. That's about right?
Yep.
I mean, Jade might have got a burrito too in the same time, because, you know, Sonic and all that. He's just sitting there with food. Bellamy's looking at him weird. He just shrugs. I took it from your backpack. I mean...
I ran over to Nimbar and got it. He had some. It's all good.
And they
So
were tasty.
Jade steps in, wraps his hands around the hands wrapped around the swords as he's looking at the obsidian monstrosity in front, which lifts its blade, ready to swing once again. Nimbar!
Alright. So, first things first, I will use my bonus action. Make an attack roll.
Pew-pew. Oh, that's a good hit. 25 is a strike against him.
There we go. That's a little better. Not really, but a little better.
Hey, 22 for a bonus is nice.
Yeah. And then as my action, you know what? He ought to be sitting down. Get it? Obsidian down?
Let's see what you did there.
Wisdom saving throw. DC 24.
Yeah.
He legendary action and gets past
Of
it.
course he does.
Of course he does.
The cheater.
Big cheater.
It's almost as if he doesn't want to be immobilized.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, before the obsidian drone's turn, he's gonna burn a legendary action. As he swings his blade high and strong. And with the speed it comes in, Jade may very well see his life flash before his eyes. But wait a second.
Which one?
That already happened once, twice, 3 times he's out. Little chunks of stone, however, fly past your face as you see the monstrosity slamming his blade against the stone statue. Even as the obsidian monster, which is dead, not that one. Or that one, or that one. That one, who's been waiting for its turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Son of a... It runs up beside Bellamy and it's just charging straight. Bellamy looks side on, goes, "Hi, my name's Bellamy, how are you?" The obsidian thing turns sideways, like double takes at her for a minute and just gives a wave. I'm sorry, she's not here. I had to do it.
I assume it's a questionable, like,
Yep.
am I really doing this?
It doesn't even have a face and it's looking at her like, "Aboa? How do what?" Unfortunately, it's going to take a ready action as it can't get any closer than that. Comshag's turn, so next turn. Alex's turn.
It's almost like you knew. Okay. Oh, how do you do control points in here again?
Hold the control
It's
button
up.
down and then let go of the mouse, and every time you
Let-
click, it'll
let
keep
go.
going.
Okay, right. I always forget that bit.
It's
I do
awkward.
prefer I do prefer the right click thing from Roll20. As much as I hate to say I prefer something from Roll20.
Yeah, the only time this one pays off is when you're building rooms, because it works this way for drawing light lines as well, so you can continue and pick up really quick and easy.
You have to give credit where credit is due. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's true. I'm going to Thorn Whip this dude again going to heave him back.
Oh, sorry, I meant to move like there on my turn. Is it cool if I do that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's nothing stopping you.
Yeah.
Alright, so you did a 32. That's another pull as you pull it another 20 feet away, or 10 feet towards you.
Yep.
It snarls
Then-
angrily.
He's just annoyed that he keeps getting pulled away.
Well, you know what it's going to do on its turn, or on at the end of your turn. It's like, I have legendary points, I will use them each turn.
It's either going to run back or attack me. I was thinking of doing something that's not entirely within my usual realm. I think I'm going to Misty Step in front of the statue.
Ooh.
Are you
just-
okay?
Just to put a body between the statue and it. I'm going to like brace back with my staff and say, Straken, if these are your swords, we could really use them right now. And that would be my turn.
And at the end of your turn is that you throw the monster back, scrabbling against the ground. As you call out for your friend's help, you see his eyes on that monster's face look up, and he roars, using an action to allow himself to move yet again. Because that's one of his things, to get himself wedged into the corner as he prepares yet again to swing. However, he oversteps his bounds this time, Flux. So you go ahead and take a swing if you want to use your reaction before your turn starts, because he finally breaks your combat line.
Okay. Let me just remember how to do this. No. Do I have inspiration? Yes, I do. I'm gonna use it to roll at advantage.
Ooh, that's a hit. Go ahead, roll your damage as you strike into it.
I'm holding it with two hands. Speed's reduced by 10.
He's just staying in that close range, doesn't seem to mind too much. Focus sets so heavily on that statue as it swings its blade. Your turn. Well, unless... that was the end of Dean's turn, so yeah. I'll just move the clock forward, save you the step. Flux's turn.
Okay, give me 2 seconds to read my superiority dice because that just changes what I was gonna do.
I will say, as you see Flux
Okay.
getting ready, Rhea's gonna give you the nod and say, if you can get behind him, I'd still like to hit him. Basically,
I
that's
don't know
the
if I
being
can.
polite. Oh, you can. If you go
5,
there, through his space, and then
10,
another one.
15, 20, 25. Okay.
Because there's
And
no
I'm gonna-
way Rhea would get there. If you were in, say, this position, she wouldn't be able to attack. So I'm just, being nice.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. I don't mind. I'll attack again. Again with 2 hands.
Here comes the pain.
It's not
that's a
gonna
miss.
hit. No, it's not gonna hit. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh shit! I rolled at advantage by accident. Sorry. It was. I'm just gonna roll another d20. Sorry about that.
Oh. Well. Okay. Okay. So you roll,
Is that
your
Okay.
critical damage.
Or do you want me to count that as my?
No,
Does
no,
that
you,
count as my second?
you were nice
Okay.
and you were like, no, I have to re-roll it. I screwed up. And you did, and you
Okay.
got a 20, so yeah, okay. You roll that crit. That's
Okay,
nice.
let me-
That's nice.
That was
So with my
That's karma.
slasher, so when my slasher attack gets a critical hit, I grievously wound it, and until the start of my next turn, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Oh,
So I'll roll my damage. Can I do?
it should have a crit pop up when you click on damage.
Yes. I was just trying to figure out how to navigate that with versatile.
And you slice for 20 points of damage.
And I'll try that again. This time I won't accidentally roll at advantage.
And a 25 is a hit.
Okay. I'll do my damage first. And I'm gonna use disarming attack, so he needs to do a DC 20 strength saving throw.
And he passes, so he does hold on to the blade.
Okay.
I will remind you, these sort of monsters tend to grow new ones.
Yeah, I figured it was worth a shot.
Oh, definitely. I just don't want to be that guy in a turn if it does work, and I'll be like, and he grows a new one, and you're like, oh, mother, right?
So, the way that I'm reading this is that I don't add the damage roll then. When you hit a weapon, you expend 1 superiority to add to the damage and to disarm. Okay, and so then I add it to the damage, but he doesn't drop his weapon. Does that make
Exactly.
sense?
Since he passes the check,
Okay.
he keeps it, so another 7 points.
So that's another 7 points. And then I'll pull my flying greatsword beside him and strike one more time.
He's starting to show the damage.
No, that's not gonna hit.
19 is a miss.
Okay, that's the end of my turn. I gotta go to the initiative tracker to end turn because I exited the pop-up.
Oh, I'll get you.
Thanks.
Oh.
Oops. Did I
there you
end
go.
Reyes by accident? Sorry.
That was my fault. I skipped through. Rhea's turn. Well, of course she's gonna go here and get advantage. Alright, Dan, Dean, and John. Or rather, Kieran, Dan, then Dean, because I think Kieran got missed last time I did this, so we'll start from you at the start this time and cycle it through this way. Kieran, go ahead and give us an attack roll for Rhea with advantage as she swings at the monster in front of you.
Let's see. Is there a way for me to do that through the macro, or
No, I don't know. I just opened up the sheets.
I'll just hit attack twice because that rolls.
Oh, when
wait,
you
no,
click
yeah,
attack,
done.
it pops up.
Oh,
You
wait,
do get the
no,
advantage in there.
advantage, yeah. You're right. Yeah.
So
Perfect,
28's a hit, so you can roll damage on that one. No crit, unfortunately.
we
Everyone's
go.
hoping for that crit on Rhea for high damage. It's like playing Lotto.
Yep.
Dan, your turn. Hit the slot machine, Dan. Well, you hit. And you're really starting to shave the health off this poor monster.
I don't feel bad for him.
I do. I made him. And for our third and final hit, Dean.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, why did that not?
so close.
Oh,
But you do have advantage,
so-
so roll again.
alright, I see. So if you click the little text box thing, it doesn't give you the option, but if you click the icon, it does. I see.
Oh, handy handy. Well, that's a hit, so you go ahead and roll up the damage. Oh, it's rolling it through Alec. I see what's happening.
Oh, I must not have selected Ray's token. Okay.
Still working, so you still got the right numbers, and they did take
Yep.
effect. And it's looking pretty injured now, but it ain't yet dead. So then, Bellamy's turn. You know what? She rolls up her sleeves and she goes, I'm just gonna blast him. I think would probably be best because the whole person didn't work, so she's going to shoot out the, where is it here? Guiding bolt again. Because that's a nice, powerful hit, right? She
Blast.
has 3 first level slots, 1 second level, 3 third level, 3 fourth level, 2 fifth level. I'll cast it at 3rd level. How's that sound to everybody?
I was gonna say 3rd level.
Perfect. Drop that one out and see what we do. Guiding bolt.
just noticed she seems to have a homebrew item on her magic's items.
Oh, it's probably because it won't add in correctly, so we had to do something to fix it.
Alright, it's just I just noticed it because the Bardun's pendant is from a campaign I was playing that fell apart.
Oh.
Yeah.
It might have been one I made up. I know she has some good gear, but one of them didn't work, so we had to edit something.
Yeah.
Bardun's pendant, that should be a real one. That's a nice one. Character and random for damage growth 20. Yeah, that barrier, that is something she has. That's official. At least it should be.
Really?
I pulled it from a book or something.
I'm pretty sure that's from Colin's campaign. Remember the Obliana campaign, Jillian?
Yeah, I do. I figured that's what you were talking about. Could he have seen it because you share a campaign with him? Would he have seen the homebrew items that you have?
Oh, I ain't
yeah.
seen nothing. It could be that I accidentally pulled it from there, but I don't know. Because I pulled it from my list of items and magical items. I thought it was a legit one. Oh well, it's not a bad item. I'll have to look if it's a real item or not. Because that's...
Yeah, I was just...
I shouldn't have access to other players' homebrew creations. Unless they specifically trade them over to me.
What was it called?
Bardun's pendant. I think.
Yeah. Because I think I made that one. It's in my homebrew collection.
Bardun's pendant. I'm gonna take a look and see if this is a thing.
At least I thought it was something Colin had made up.
How do you
we
spell
were using-
Bardun?
Yeah, that's probably a made-up item.
Bardon.
How did I get that? That's weird. Because it was a character
There
in
must
your
have been.
campaign. Must have been
There
something
must
crossed
have
over.
been some overlap, yeah. I
Well-
have to imagine.
Courtney's on some of my other campaigns, so because it's my homebrew, it probably just is active across all her characters.
Weird. Oh well.
And you're sure you picked it and Courtney didn't?
Yeah, I was
Colin?
scrolling through and I was like, oh, take this too, it's really nice. And she's like, thank you. And that was pretty much it. Because I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's a nice mid-tier item. Nice power. Keep you going in a pinch.
By all means, keep using it. I was surprised because I know you don't usually do homebrew that you've not like vetted yourself.
I read it over and it was like, oh, it defends and it can only do a little bit of it. That's pretty good. And I threw it on her. I was like, take this will keep you going. It makes sense because she was solo in Avernus, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's just neat.
If she gets into a tough spot, she can throw that down and keep herself safe a little bit anyway. With the amount of damages, though, you get hit in Avernus at this level of play, that barrier will drop quick.
Yeah. I'll need to message Colin and tell him congrats because his items was well designed enough that someone else thought it was official.
It came up, but as I did a search and I read it, and I was like, oh, that's handy, it's defense. That's what I was looking for. There you go. So 10 points, good item. I like it, it's a fun little thing.
Nice one, Colin.
Don't know how it bled through into my magical items, it shouldn't happen. Because I turned the homebrew off when I do that, but oh, whatever. Apparently it was magical enough that the game itself is like, no, this needs to be across the worlds. Oh, that's definitely the discovery of the day. At least for now. Bellamy's turn. She let loose. Unfortunately, I rolled like shite, so now it's the Tormentor's turn. And the Tormentor is going to take 3 mighty swings of its blade repeatedly into the statue, throwing off shard after shard of stone.
It has disadvantage on all its strikes.
Oh, that's not going to make much of a difference.
It probably won't, but I just thought I would mention it.
The new like fighting feats like slasher are I think really good for like champion fighters especially because they expand their crit range. It's pretty cool.
And Sir Junior goes another 40 feet in the air.
How did
Isaac.
you know?
I'm getting psychic.
So at this point, we've do you know what? This guy down here being a jerk.
He's not done anything to us yet.
But like I said, like I
Kieran
honestly
has a
like,
personal vendetta against him.
I I feel like we need to kind of take the risk and take the opportunity. That's where I was at, right? Like, we kill this guy. Like, how do we get the swords? Still, I don't know.
Or alternatively, they could be allies of ours, and you're just about to kill it because they're trying to stop this guy.
Well,
they've only ever tried to kill us so far.
Well,
yeah, but remember the circumstances.
All I would say, if something's going to break the statue, I would much rather it was Flux than this.
Yeah. Well, alright. I mean, if that's the direction the party kind of feels like we're going, then I can work with that, right? Like, so, with that being said then, I probably want to hang on to some of my more powerful resources at this point, in order to, you know what I mean, have them available in case shit hits the fan proper.
We got the obsidian doll rushing forward. Isaac's raising hands, ready to cast spell. The whole party looks at him like, "No!" And he goes, "Fine, okay." Meanwhile,
yeah, well, I did make my argument.
She's got her sword out. And, wait, no, sorry, not Rhea. Bellamy was pulling her rapier. She sees the party. He's going, "No!" And she's like, "No!" Because thematically, it's
Isaac will read the room based on how everyone else acted and see that they did not agree, so he'll cast on this guy. I'm going to cast at 3rd level Chromatic Orb with the Ice Staz toll damage.
Ouch.
So I'm going to make a... right. I don't have advantage or anything right now, right?
Nope. Spells are a bit more of a pain to get advantage on.
Yeah. I just couldn't. I didn't think there was. I couldn't remember if there was a condition, but I didn't think there was. But I wanted to confirm before I went ahead and rolled it.
Oh God! Don't rely on me to remember the small conditions. Those are the
Does
ones.
not
of course,
look
when
like
you
they
rolled
rolled well, anyways.
Oh,
the damage roll was so good too.
So good too. Unfortunately, your chromatic orb misses as it flies past. But Asuka's a nice light show though. Just zooms right by her face.
Well, I guess my indecision didn't. Anyways, that's my turn.
Ooh, pardon me. Jade, you are up.
How damaged is the statue?
Give me a perception check as your character looks at it. Sorry, my cat.
I figured that was a cat scratch or something.
She walks over and she puts a paw on me and squeezes, so you get a little bit of a pinch, but he doesn't hurt you or injure you, but it's like, ooch! I love her.
So that's a 22?
Today, man.
That is still a 22, though.
I don't think I've seen you roll above 10.
No, it hasn't been his day. And I will say, as you look at the statue, it's in seriously bad condition. Cracks cover the majority of its form, and unfortunately, with an 18, that's all you get.
No, it's 22.
Oh, it's a 22. Shoot, my bad. With a 22, you notice the plates every once in the blue shuffle, and what looks like sparks of fire between the cracks.
And can I see whether or not the statue is actually physically holding the blades, or if they're...
The hands are wrapped tightly around the hilt of either sword.
But they're not connected to it.
They are not part of the swords, no. The swords are metal, the statue is stone. Or marble. Or mahogany. Probably not mahogany. If it was, it'd be 100% given how damn tough it is.
Well, so we want the swords, guys?
Yes. Why we're here?
Okay, they're not part of the statue. Dimension door. I take the swords with me.
Ooh. Does that work?
Alan sitting there like Gandalf. Well, I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for Jade to move. Alrighty. As you dimension door and hop from one spot to the other, the swords do not go with you. Because that's like saying you walk up to Flux and grab the blade of her sword, teleport, and the swords go with you. Unfortunately, that's not the case because she's holding them. And since she's not willing at that point, they're not going. But you can determine one thing 100% for certain, that statue is wielding the swords, not just holding them. I was reading Dimension Door like, can he steal those blades? And I have to say no, because the amount of shit the wizards will be able to do in general if they can walk up and touch a blade and teleport away with it wouldn't be fair for you as a party because enemies will do that to you and all that sort of stuff. But this does reveal that, indeed, something's inside that statue and it's wielding those blades.
Oh, good. One.
Can I? This sounds like a silly question,
Because
but I need
technically
to
the
double
creature's...
check.
What I'm looking at is the wording that the creature is carrying gear. The gear is considered carried by this creature because this creature is trapped inside of Immobilize. And then I had to cross-read Immobilize, and I'm like, I gotta say no.
I take it the stone of that statue is considered magical.
Oh yeah, radiating with that 9th level spell. At this point, you can
Okay.
be quite certain something was trapped here. The swords themselves are trapped with it. However, as Jade might have confirmed, with the cracks and the flames running through the statue, probably isn't going to be trapped much longer at this rate. Especially with that obsidian monster swinging its blade so feverishly. And Jade, you already have inspiration, right?
No, I used it earlier.
Oh, you get inspiration for the Dimension Door. That was friggin' clever. It didn't work, but I'm still giving you inspiration because that was really friggin' clever. If it was just a statue holding two swords that weren't connected to it, 100% Bud, you would have had them. They would have been in your hands. You would have been like, haha, problem solved. So keep that in mind for the next time you're in a dungeon and you need to fuck around.
Rogue with spells. Tomfoolery time.
Oh god. Well, you do one thing and it's like, alright, I'm reading 3 spells. If I allow this, I can screw the players. Better not. So with a 31, that's a hit for 28 points of radiant damage. Ouch. As you slam into it and more sparks fly off, you see it's barely holding together its flaming form, but it refuses to drop that blade. Did I see something else pop up?
Oh, sorry, I unmuted myself.
Oh.
Yeah, as an action, I want to read this scroll. I think I just need to read. One thing.
Right, I keep forgetting there's scrolls I can cast.
Oh, and Jade, since your character was moved away and you've done a bunch of stuff before the end of your turn, would you draw your blade back out? You haven't used that interact yet.
No.
Okay. Keeps your hands free.
Okay, so this one actually rolled differently than my normal, so I'm just gonna manually roll the damage. Just because, like, technically only gets a +5 attack bonus. Or, sorry, +7.
Okay.
Because it's a level 3 spell scroll. I only got 12 more of those.
Yep. It's just
But yeah, that'll burn up the spell scroll too.
Nimbar throws a hand forward, just plop, and he's like, "That's never happened to me before, son of a." I'm sorry, man. That's unfortunate for sure. As you attempt to cross the acid arrow, you get the one of the campaign.
Actually, sorry, this I can move here. I'm gonna move here.
Alright. Is that it for Nimbar's turn?
That's it for this turn. Let me turn.
Alright, so let me just skip these three. I'm going to remove them from the combat order entirely here. Just so they're not in the way. The remaining obsidian drone is going to take 15 feet of steps walking around you all. And as you recall, these gigantic beasts, they have a 10-foot reach on their weapons, do they not? As it swings its obsidian shard high and above Rhea's head. Rhea gives a little bit of an eep and almost jumps at first because, well, she's assuming the same thing the rest of you are. She's gonna get hit. Because, you know, she's in combat. But no. First hit is a miss as the Obsidian Tormentor reflects the shot. The second one, however, is a hit. Oof, as it tears through the Tormentor's form. The Tormentor in kind, as the arm strikes it, seems to corrupt this obsidian monster. Flames crackle across its form, and much like the other ones, it seems to be poisoned by simply touching. Why won't you switch? Come on. Bring it then. And it dies as well, turning into
Okay, it's
a
just
burst
dying.
of
That's
fire.
fine.
Yeah.
And
the corrupt
unfortunately-
was scary.
For our sad tormentor, the damage it takes appears to be enough, as its form is cleaved clear in half by one mighty swipe of like 40 goddamn damage. The tormentor collapses and falls backwards onto the statue and says, "Ow."
Does it actually say ow?
Yep. Kamachag's turn, who's like, "Oh my god, we're still surrounded." Alec's turn,
I just want to point out that's the first time that it's one of these have spoken.
but not the last, which is also why it's still Alec's turn, because what does he hear on his turn? Ow. Ow. Repeating.
Coming from the Tormentor?
The tormentor's body slumped over the statue. And you can just hear the word ow repeating.
Is it coming from the statue or from...
Given the close proximity they are to each other, and the fact that you're in combat, it would be a perception check to find that out. However, I'll warn you, you're taking a moment to listen like, hey, what? And it will cost you your action this time. You can tell the sound is coming from one of the two of them, but you'd have to lean in and be like, the hell? At this point.
Are we really going to miss my 3d6 damage if I spend my turn to listen? I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll do a perception check and I'll use my inspiration to get advantage.
Alright. So you give a perception check as you do. And with a mighty 32 on the roll, you notice first off the mouth isn't moving at all for the obsidian doll that fell, but the echo definitely reverbs from the statue.
Knew it.
Anything else for your turn with your bonus or move actions?
Out of curiosity, I'll healing word the statue to see if it stops saying ow.
You healing word it, and it seems to take effect on something, which means you've targeted a creature, but it still seems to say ow.
That's fine, I'll just mark the spell slot it's gone.
Rhea
Unless
looks
it's not-
confused.
That's right there with her.
So, Flux's turn?
Yep. I'm gonna put the Cylonic sword away and take out my hammer. I'm gonna smash its face in, like the obsidian tormentor or whatever it is. And I'm just gonna double tap that bad boy.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. Do I get that at advantage because it's
Oh,
prone?
you can just at this point just roll your damage. There's no way you're going to miss. You're just bringing a hammer down on top of its face,
Yeah.
which makes
Just
a lovely splat. I won't make you roll. There's no. You'd have to roll 1 like 7 times. It's possible,
Yeah,
but
do
I mean,
do you want me to roll damage or no?
no. You annihilate what remained of its face with your first swing. Just. Well, I suppose it's more like the sound of ice shattering as the obsidian remnants break apart and splinter through the air. And still, the statue. Ow.
I'm gonna try something a little bit crazy. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm gonna use my bonus action. This is stupid. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna use Commander Strike as my bonus action, and I'm gonna command the statue to... Do you want to get a swing in on this guy?
Unfortunately, the
And I'll point
statue
at
is
the terminal.
unable to take an attack roll, so it cannot use.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so, but I tried it anyway.
However, you can give me a perception check as you make the command.
Okay. My perception's not great. Well, it's not bad.
You are certain that you saw the statue start to move when you gave your command. Oops. Anything else for Flux's turn? Ray?
No,
Ray,
I'll just try to talk to it, I guess. I'll be like, you okay in there? That'll be about it.
Ray looks down at the shield, shakes her head a bit.
No, we can't just. They're right. Look, if I fireball them, they're all going to get. They're my friends. No, that's you. She looks.
Rhea just shakes her head. And unless someone has anything, Rhea's pretty much going to pass her turn because she's got nothing and she's an NPC. Bellamy's turn. This is why I wish she was here right now. She'd be like, ooh, I have an idea, and it would be awesome.
Wish you maybe have the same idea that Alec has, is to try a greater restoration and see if something's petrified. But it's an imprisonment spell, so I don't know. But is that?
Yeah, we know.
that
We
like
know
a
it's not.
condition? It does
Greater
have conditions,
Restoration
right?
is a 5th level spell. She's only got 2. She's like, I can give it a shot, but
I personally don't think she should.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty big resource to use for what probably won't work, but might work, right? Like, because imprisonment is pretty explicit about the way that it, you know what I mean, can be removed.
without a 9th level spell, it's next to impossible unless you know exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
But it does seem like trying to pull the sword cracked it to begin with, and then they were attacking to try and free it.
Yeah. Try to keep pulling the sword, probably.
Alright, I should probably...
I mean,
Dead
we
face
could also
on
have Bellamy like talk to him, see if he can reply, because he's saying ow.
She can try a persuasion. She's got a good one. She'd be like, are you okay, buddy? You want me to just throw out a persuasion check for her action?
Sure, because she can't roll lower than a 10 on her persuasion checks.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Oh, look at that. She got a nat 20. Hey, statue guy. You're looking a little fractured. Is that everything okay there? Anything we can help you with, buddy? Friend? Guy? She just looks at the team. I'm not sure I'm not sure I'm getting through to him. However, as we roll around to what would have been your Obsidian Tormentor's turn. The voice continues to speak more feverishly. Ow, 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 as you see the stonework starting to chip and break away and fall in pieces. The flames that are burning beneath it seem to almost subside. And Jade might get some flashbacks, same with Alec, as you notice suddenly, as the stone gives away, smoke billowing down, flowing freely across the snow like water, spreading outward from its form.
Uh-oh.
Like the stone skin of a gargoyle. Whatever was holding this thing back, whatever machinations were placed upon it with the imprisonment spell, seemed to have completely fallen away. And in its place, you see a creature of obsidian and a darkness, lifting its head slowly. I'm just gonna go ahead here, give a reveal on that, and get a picture going up. So you can all see exactly what you're staring at. I'll put that in the Discord for you, John, don't worry.
Ooh.
No fire
That is
burns
awesome.
inside of it, and smoke continues to pour from its form as the obsidian on it seems to shift to plate mail as the statue crumbles, both swords in its hand as its head lifts up. And you see it wasn't saying, ow.
But